Hello, welcome to TFLP Microcasters. I'm Lucas. I'm joined tonight by Christian
What up?
and Anna. There we go. Yes, the new era has begun. Here we go on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we're in a new place.
Ooh, yeah, look at us. It
Corrections,
only
the,
took
the
us like
same
3 years.
same place where I usually am.
Yeah, yeah. So there we go. Yeah, or you just
True.
not do it. But yeah, like at least this way it'll be easier to search and like the older shows and everything too. So yeah,
Hi
uh,
YouTube.
yeah. So anyway, they're saying Anna is mute. That
Oh,
makes no
no,
sense. How's Christian? Are you mute? Can you?
that's a good question. Am I also muted? Usually it's the two of us, if it's any of us.
Oh, you know what?
She
It
will
is
not be
showing that
silenced.
it's mute. That's so weird. That it's nothing I'm doing. It's like somehow your thing. I I don't know. Can you leave and come back, like, and see if that fixes it? Like, I don't know. Or maybe mute yourself and unmute. Like, it's not anything I'm doing. I don't know. No, that's still not working. I, I don't know what to tell you.
I missed her already.
That is a weird, like, thing. Yeah, it's still not working. That's so weird.
Dude,
I don't know how if Christian it's working for Christian,
you know,
but not for Anna. That makes no sense. No, it's all the same feed. Like it's not that's not it's not like OBS or whatever. Yeah, this is like a different. Well, I wonder here. Let me try
suspicious.
this. Hold on. All right,
Troubleshooting.
if I try doing you on system audio instead of the Skype audio, maybe that'll work. So now
Let me
try.
talk. I'm
I think you.
talking.
Yeah, I think you could do that,
Am I coming
Christian.
through?
I'm also talking.
Okay, so that probably works. Yeah.
All right.
Weird.
So
If
there's
Hi
like two
Anna.
someone in the
feeds
comments can
on.
confirm that I'm real,
Yeah, there's two feeds
That would
on
be helpful.
the
thank you.
system software. One is from Skype, and then the other one is from my system audio. So I don't know, man.
Weird crap happens with all these broadcasting softwares.
I mean,
But we're
I
here
don't
now.
know. It seems yeah. I couldn't tell you. Anyway,
All right, so Anna
all
asked
right.
us how many RCs we reviewed on Microcasters over the years. I don't know the answer to that. We did Prime
Well,
RC for sure recently.
we did do the Prime RC. We did studio or we did Earthrise RC.
Yeah. I think you did Masterpiece without me one time.
No, we haven't. Well,
I
if
think
we
we
Didn't you
did
did
and Phil do it?
Masterpiece,
masterpiece.
I didn't have
Yeah,
it
we
yet.
did.
Did we? Oh, okay.
I think you did that
I
without
have
me
it.
one time.
Cool.
Mm,
Cyberverse. We did Cyberverse
yep, we did do
RC.
Cyberverse. Gosh, that was a while ago.
And
I mean,
remind
I
me
know
all of
we've
them.
talked about the MMC RC at some point. Like,
I think
pretty
we
sure.
did
I
the
think we
we
did
did
do that one.
the retro colors one. I think we talked
Yeah.
about that officially because we talked about all the exclusives from there. We never talked
Did we
about
talk about Fans
Rouge.
Toys one? Did we not talk
I
about
don't think we
Rouge?
ever I don't think so. Because I
I
think
mean,
I
we
had
talked
Rouge
about
before we even
Rouge.
started this.
We've talked about Rouge. No, you got Rouge after we started this, but like,
Did I? Okay.
but yeah. Well, I know we've talked about it just because of the, you know,
The fans
the
toys
add-on
miss.
kits that you can, You can.
Of
Yeah,
course.
we did.
Get
We
for
did bring
it.
that up
The
once.
cringy part.
Oh, and then also your. Do you consider whatever your one thing RC
Oh, nicey.
nicey?
We still haven't formally talked about Nicey and Microcasters.
No, you talked about it on Microcasters. You did like a show and you reviewed it. I'm pretty sure. Or did
Maybe
you
that
just
was
do it on
ouch. Ouch,
Ouch
my
Beef
Anna
or
or something.
whatever?
Yeah,
I
we
don't
only
know.
did it on Ouch because I said, can I please do Nicey? And you said, no, Anna, you're not allowed.
I didn't say that.
You
No,
will
the
overrule.
Can't
format of the
confirm you said that.
show, we just weren't doing it where, at the time, we weren't featuring independent stuff. Now we do.
I flustered Lucas on
depending
purpose. I don't
on
know.
the
Did I
stuff.
talk about this one? I think I talked
Yes.
about it. Not on this. I talked about it on Ouch.
On one of your
Somewhere.
shows. Yeah,
A little
somewhere.
baby-headed
Yeah.
RC.
Look,
So we've
what I
talked
know,
about.
Have you
is that
talked
since
about the
2014,
Iron Factory RC?
there's just had been an unending avalanche of RCs since 2014, which I thought would be fine, but there may be too many RCs now.
Well, this is definitely an adventure in the way that current figures are going. Tiny incremental improvements that make it slightly better than the last one.
The
Because
Iron
we're
Factory
talking
one-
about Studio Series.
We're talking
RC.
about Studio Series RC. Funny thing, I told the guys, I was like, one of you has to transform this thing and have it in car mode because I ain't doing it. And then I did it anyway because
did it
I almost
anyway.
always do these in car mode because I like to talk about car mode first. So the car mode, I would say, what do you guys think of the car mode?
I think it's probably one of the best car modes.
Yeah.
that they've
Probably
had.
the
I mean,
most
it's a lot
accurate to
better than the
G1
Earthrise
RC.
one. So
Yeah.
It shows you
Definitely.
how close the Thrilling 30 was because it's
Yeah.
just that front end.
Yeah, that's true.
right.
It's definitely the masterpiece looks better. I know neither of you have the masterpiece in hand, but the masterpiece does hit the car mode better. But it's not a lot better, right? Like it's better, but it's not like worlds and worlds better, except for the one glaring issue, which you guys are totally going to tell me there's a way to fill in those holes, right? I'm just
Nope.
missing a
No.
flap, right? Totally.
I actually kind of like that though. I don't know. I like the style of how they did that personally.
It's
Like
definitely
Spacefaring.
techno future spacey, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely something like that, but you know the holes are not accurate, so that's just like that's something that we'll obviously get an upgrade kit for. Like, of course someone's going to come up with a way to plug those. It isn't going to be easy. Figure out a good way to plug those and integrate it with the rest of the figure, but I feel like if you plug those holes, this would be my favorite car mode RC because it just is a really good car mode.
So I was doing a little bit of research about this figure before we came on because
Hmm.
I wanted to be thorough. I really
Yeah.
thought this was some sort of retool of the Earthrise RC. It's not. It's actually a retool of Thrilling 30.
Yeah.
It is.
I thought it was just like very similar to Thrilling 30 because I haven't messed with that figure in a long time. But it's that figure on top and a new waist and legs and back of the car.
Very
Yes.
extensive based on it, and I'm sure you read the same things I did. It was for budgetary reasons. It was cheaper for them to start with Thrilling 30.
Something. Yeah.
It was cheaper for them to start with Thrilling 30 and get to the movie style car mode than it was to start with the Earthrise and get to movie style car mode, because it would have been a long trip to get to movie style car mode for Earthrise.
It would.
Because Earthrise is a rectangle.
Earthrise one looks like a bar of soap. So yeah.
It doesn't have a good car mode.
They could have just made a brand new figure too. That was the other option, but
More expensive than either of the other two options, though.
I think this worked, at least in vehicle mode. It definitely did.
People love weapon storage. The weapon falls out relatively easily, but that's okay because it stores, and that's nice because you don't have to just stick a gun on RC's car mode because it feels really out of place to stick a gun on RC's car mode.
That would not be great.
Or all those years of having to stick the swords on the sides of Thrilling 30 because that's where the swords go. They're on the side. She has side swords. Yeah, silliness. But alas, this is a really good car mode except for those holes. Like, I really like it. I can't get over the holes entirely,
I just
but
think
I'm
it's
over
funny
them
that
more than I expected to be.
I just think it's funny that the rest of us like the holes. Like, I don't know.
I only don't like the holes.
Just because it's not
I don't
accurate.
like the holes. No, I don't like the holes. I don't. I don't like any giant gaps in figures. That always looks off to me.
Yeah.
It breaks my illusion.
They don't really read as holes to me. They just read as
Right.
it's the fairing on the sides of the front versus like the cabin of the car. I don't know. That's
And maybe
how
you're
it reads
right.
to me.
Maybe that's how it's meant to read. Maybe it's somewhat intentional.
Well,
And
I just
G1
they
RC
probably
doesn't
could
have
have like
holes.
put them in by the 2 millimeters or whatever if they didn't intend to do that. I don't know, maybe not, but I feel like it's intentional.
But that's one complaint for the car mode, and that's about it. It does roll. It barely rolls. I should have rolled it because like the clearance is like with those feet, they're right there next to the wheels. But it does roll if you put it together right. You get those feet plugged in just right all the way. It finally does roll, and it works as a car. And I'm currently transforming mine, and like your brain's probably saying that's obviously a shell former. But compared to how much of a shell former the Earthrise is, because the Earthrise, if you think about it, that whole everything you see, if I put my hand like this and cover the back of it, I'm not doing a very good job. There we go. If I cover the back of it, none of that is a transformer. None of that actually transforms. The only part that transforms on her is the backpack.
At least the Studio Series 86, the chest is at least moves to the front of the car.
Yes. Yeah, no, it transforms a lot more. Like, there's a lot more of a transformation with this toy. Like, the only part of her that really does make part of the car is, in fact, that front. But the legs transform, they peg in, the waist has to rotate, the arms really just kind of get shoved in there. But she transforms more than most RCs. The waist and chest actually transform quite a bit. It unfolds entirely, and you have to re-accordion it back together.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, as far as being a transformer, if we want to say things need to be a transformer, it's definitely a move up in that direction.
Yep.
Yes.
So I guess we can go to robot mode.
Sure.
Pow! Robot mode.
Here we go.
She looks the part, except one thing, which is something I learned from Anna. And I wish I could unlearn it. I truly do.
Oh no! Is it gonna ruin my stuff too?
It's the face.
What about the face?
It's so
bad.
So blank and lifeless. It's like uncanny valley level of lifeless to me.
Yeah, I mean it is painted,
like transmutate level of freakiness.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. That is an uncomfortable clown face.
It is weird. Like, I don't know what she's staring at. I didn't remember it was this way because I have a scene of the death of Optimus Prime in my cabinet. So her back has been to me since I got her, several weeks ago. And then I took her out to do this and I was like, all over again.
Yeah. Because, okay. So this face. Whoops. Earthrise. Her face is actually a pretty good face. It just isn't painted. If they would have just done a little bit of pink paint on it, I think this would be a really good face. It's not G1 styled. It is a new face, not just G1 RC, but it is a much nicer face. She looks a lot more alive. She's got a little bit of a smile to her. Her eyes are energetic. Cup looks dead. She looks, what do you call it? Taxidermied.
Okay.
She looks like she's been stuffed and mounted.
So buzzworthy RC in about 6 months?
Well, there actually is another RC that just came out. There's an Authentics one. Another freaking RC. It's crazy.
I just have to fix the paint issues like Cup did.
issues. That's
Well, I
interesting
mean, I
to
don't
me.
know, like, if this, like, what else are they gonna do to it though?
Give it a
Make
new
it look
head.
I mean, other
just
than
to
other
paint
than
the face
resculpt
differently.
it.
So what they could do is what
I
they
don't know
do,
if there's like.
assuming the alternate head for this isn't just Nightbird, right? Hopefully, because I'm really tired of getting Nightbirds from Arcee's because Nightbirds
We probably
cannot
will. What are you
transfer.
talking about?
I know. There's already evidence of it actually, but um, the thing that was I about to say? Oh, with the alternate heads, maybe the alternate head could be her with the visor down, and they fix the rest of the face
That would be cool.
because it's that face kills her in a lot of ways.
I wonder if you like
I don't
line
know.
her eyes or something, if it would be less frightening.
So
I think it's the
know.
I was
mouth.
thinking
Again, I
about
don't
that.
have that big a problem with the face. Like, I think that this is better than the original cut face. I think that it's. Do you have the original? Like, do you have the Thrilling 30 RC? Like, I have no idea where mine's at.
Not handy.
I can
I
easily grab it for you after, but I can't grab it easily on the show. I don't
was
think.
gonna say I had the Earthrise one, but I didn't have the Thrilling 30. Like, it's in a bin somewhere.
I
So-
literally have her decapitated head in a bag close to me somewhere, but I can't remember exactly where.
But
That's a normal thing to say.
Great.
so yeah, I don't know. Like, outside of the face, which I don't know, I don't have that big a problem with. Like, here's face. You know,
Ooh.
it's whatever. I don't have that big a problem with it. But other than
So
that,
as
like,
Creepy.
I think the feet are really good. I like, you know, they make it's part of like the sides or whatever, kind of like provide additional heel spur, but at the same time, like, you know, they're used to tab in and car mode, and so
What's
I think
the
that's
difference,
really
I
good.
can't
But
tell.
like the feet don't look like clown feet, you know, like, which is nice. Like, they're solid.
Yeah,
They
the
don't,
Earthrise
like-
has clown feet.
Like
It's
the
awful.
Earthrise
These are
is
nice.
just like chonking, you know, huge things. So,
Yeah, the feet went too far with Earthrise. Like, I like the ideas of extending the back of the foot to help it stand up. These go about as far as you can without it being weird. Hers go too far. I agree with that.
And they had an extra thing out to the side that helps too.
Yep.
then
90% of the figure.
5 feet.
Go ahead.
oh yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was just going to say 90% of the figure, I prefer the Earthrise. It's only the feet and the vehicle mode that I really prefer this new one. The feet are definitely a big upgrade. The vehicle mode's a big upgrade. The face is a 50-foot mile downgrade.
I'm just curious what you think about the backpack on this one. I think Earthrise, if you're going to display your Earthrise one with, or whatever, Kingdom, whatever one it was, with the backpack off, like if you do it as a platform, like I think it looks better, like that one does. But if like you're just gonna put the backpack on the back, like how you have it, Anna, I think I'd rather have this one.
And I agree. I don't like the backpack on it either. I just didn't want to rip it off. I still don't feel like doing it because I actually don't like removing it.
Oh, and then you know, and one thing I think is interesting, kind of just comparing the Earthrise to this new one, is the colors of pink. Like, this is a much, I don't know, I guess pinker. I don't know, like, how you would describe it. More of a
This is a
Pepto-Bismol kind
vibrant
of pink.
Richer.
Like vibrant, yeah, richer, vibrant
This
pink.
is a
Whereas this is
bubblegum
like
pink.
muted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I have the LG Thrilling 30, and that was like my best RC up until now. I like this as a figure more, and I like this color a lot more than that one too. That's what I wanted to say. There wasn't anything more. I like this one better than that.
So, like, as far as colors go, if you want to have the right color, this is the right color, right? This is not the right color. The Earthrise or Kingdom or whatever, that one was actually a little closer. It's still not the right pink, but it is a little closer. At least this pink occurs in cel-shaded images of her. right? Like when there's certain shading on her, this color of pink actually shows up. This one doesn't. However, this pink makes a nicer, more elegant looking figure. So, what can you say? Like, it sure does look nice on the car, right? Like, that's like a valid color of car paint.
Look out for Buzzworthy Arcee next year. Her face is already on the package.
True. I think we'll probably get a repaint of her just because this color is so off. But it feels weird to me because this is supposed to be Studio Series 86. In the Studio Series 86 movie. In the 86 movie, she was not this color.
Was she not? I don't know.
No, she's that more that stronger pink.
Now that you've shown me the Masterpiece in comparison, the Masterpiece is the right color.
Masterpiece is the right everything except for the transformation.
I will never own it because of that.
Our good old friend Zeldron mentioned something that is very important to me is the change to the chest, right? Like, again, this is the non-transforming action figure wearing a car, but this chest is done right. Like, it represents the way that Arcee's chest is shaped without being weird or uncomfortable, like the original Masterpiece chest is. Whereas this one just like, it's a step backwards to me. Like, it's back to being kind of weird shaped. It's not as bad as the Masterpiece chest. Like, I would say without the chest fix, this is actually a better figure than the Masterpiece because I hate that chest so much. But I still think this is a step backwards chest-wise. Now, it is because she transforms, right? Like, this one's chest doesn't transform. She's just an action figure in a box. So she can have any chest she wants. The waist looks better. The hips look better. It all looks better because it doesn't transform. These are parts of the transforming action figure. A lot of people are saying that, and I don't get it. I can't see it. I can't see how the hips look better.
Sorry, what now?
The hips.
A lot of people are saying they like the hips better.
I definitely like them better than on Thrilling 30.
Yeah, it's better than Thrilling 30, but they like it better than what else?
Better than Earthrise.
Oh. I mean, I don't have any problems with either one of them, honestly. I think the Thrilling 30, like, the hips are definitely, much bigger.
Yes,
they're ridiculous. That's part of the transformation, too. Like,
it is. But, like, I guess, like, in the end, this really is just it's not an upgrade of an Arcee figure. It's an upgrade, literally, of the Thrilling 30 figure. Right? Whereas, like, that Studio Series Ironhide we're going to get, he is a third step iteration from Siege to, was it Earthrise or Kingdom, officially?
Yeah, Earthrise.
Okay, so from Siege to Earthrise to that one. Not literally the same figure, but it borrows a lot of the transformation, a lot of the engineering, etc., and so on. It borrows engineering from a 3-year-old toy, 2-year-old, depending on which one we're talking about.
This is bringing back an 8-year-old toy.
Yeah, she borrows from almost a 10-year-old toy and upgrades. So it's an incremental upgrade from a toy that is pretty old. So it's strange. It's just a weird figure to me. Like, this isn't weird. This is flawed. This is just weird.
That's a good way to put it.
But the funny thing is that I feel like so many people had complaints with the Earthrise or whatever. I don't know. Was it Earthrise?
It was both.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Earthdom. It was both. Okay. She was a repack.
Kingdom or whatever. Oh, yes. So, like, so many people just had complaints about that figure just because it was a shelf warmer, whatever. And I haven't actually seen that many people that have had big complaints about this new one, but maybe it's just kind of like everyone's like, whatever, who cares? It's like the new, it's our 50th Arcee, so who cares? But
I think that's kind of the thing. I differ, of course. Like, I like to differ, but I'm sitting here seeing everyone not complain about the Studio Series one, but complain about the Earthrise, which I personally like quite a bit. Have 3 versions of the mold and enjoy all 3 of them. I honestly do enjoy this Eliten Medic. Elita
Thank
and Medic. Yeah. Uh-huh. So I really like this one. And, I don't care that it's a shell former. If they release another Thunderblast all of a sudden and she's still a shell former, I will still like her. They could even remold this RC into her
They should.
and put a new shell on it. That was my joke when we first reviewed her was Thunderblast is her remold.
I think you're right. I mean, why not? Put a brand new shell on. Who cares?
Why
It's just a
not,
robot in
right?
the middle.
Maybe fix the feet. Maybe give her the new feet.
Well, she can keep those feet because they're boat shoes.
Oh, funny. I really liked this gun. This is the Earthrise Kingdom gun, the semi-clear. And I honestly don't know which one of them originally owned this version because I've had all three versions of the gun just kind of sorted between them. Alita's holding one and Arcee had two of them.
It is nice to not have the clear aileron that goes with that. Yeah. It was not a fan of that on Earthrise.
No, I'm not either. It's easier to lose because it's clear. But that's how I could figure out which gun is hers. It's the other one I have laying on the desk, but I misplaced. There it is. Because it matches her fin. There we go. I really like this gun. I think this gun looks goofy. Like, by comparison, this is a much worse gun. It's probably accurate. I didn't check to make sure it was accurate.
It's generally pretty accurate. I wouldn't have minded if they brought forward the rest of the weapons from T30, though.
Oh, yeah.
That other pistol she had is very good. The swords, but, neat.
I agree, actually. To have the swords is fun. And it's an homage to a version of Arcee that we're not going to be able to forget. And that's one thing about Arcee. Like, as much as I complain about IDW Arcee, that's the most characterization Arcee's ever gotten. G1 Arcee did not get much screen time or characterization. As much as we love her.
She's got that awkward origin, but after that, I think she's fine.
She definitely, when the rest of the series is getting really bad near the end, she's actually doing really well. She's the one who's there like, I'm safe now and interesting, and the rest of this kind of sucks.
Yeah, the stuff she's doing with Prowl was pretty neat.
It was interesting, yeah. Christian, earlier you were talking about how black lines might help on her face. I think it would. I think black lines are part of why Masterpiece Arcee's face looks alive to me. She has just a little bit of eyeliner or mascara. Not like you would on a robot. She doesn't have eyelashes.
I don't know if I'm that steady.
You would
such
need
a small area.
A single thread paintbrush. And just boop, very careful. It would be very hard to do.
I don't think I could do it.
At my best, I am that steady, but I'm not usually at my best.
Maybe I could adapt some Toy Hacks eyes I have.
It wouldn't save it, though. I don't think it would save it. I think more than just the eyes are dead on this face. The lips are dead.
The lips are dead.
The lips are dead.
You've said taxidermy, and now I can't get that away.
My lips are actually lopsided.
So my question is of the RCs, which one are you gonna choose? Like, is this one still winning out, or are you picking one of the other ones?
I have a strong feeling I'm gonna prefer this one.
Oh, which one is that?
New Age.
Oh, the New Age one.
Haven't opened it yet, but I have a feeling I'm gonna prefer that.
How much is that New Age one? Like $100?
No, she's reasonable. She's in the like 50-ish range, I think.
Oh, okay.
No, she was like 35. I think she's pretty small.
I've been considering for a long time going back to Thrilling 30 because I switched out my Thrilling 30 for LG back in the day, and when that one came, the color is just so washed out on it and bland, and I'm like, this is not what I wanted. So I guess, well, and the Generations one isn't, the Thrilling 30 one isn't accurate either, but the pink is closer, and the contrast with the black and white it has is nice. It's a nice looking figure. I don't know. Not Earthrise. That's my answer.
Yeah, you really don't like the Earthrise. I really love the Earthrise. So
maybe it'll be that I keep, Lifeline and the Thrilling 30 mold, and Alita in the Earthrise mold, and this one as Arcee.
Alita in that Earthrise mode just looks amazing. Like that's
Yeah.
really nice looking Alita
And
update.
now we have a new Alita.
Now we'll have another new Alita with another take on her that isn't quite right.
We've had
Yeah, I'm skipping that one.
we had the Power of the Primes Alita, which was a hot pile of garbage. At least better than the Starscream. But
True.
then we had the Netflix one, and then
Which is at least accurate to the Netflix show.
Yeah, right.
It has that going for it. It's just not accurate to G1. And then this new one is also not accurate to G1. I don't know why.
No, it's not.
Not accurate to
Deluxe
anything.
size. No, it's not. Deluxe size pink RCs. I like this one best. She's not accurate to anything. She's a new take on Arcee, and I like it. I only like it because I would never display it in car mode. I honestly think I might just put this in car mode because I really do like looking at it as long as I don't look at it from the top.
I'm confused. So Zaldron says Earthrise has been demoted to headmasters, but isn't there a headmaster RC? So would you
You
use
not have
that
the
for
headmaster RC.
Wait, how do you
I
not have
decided
the
I want to have the
headmaster?
headmaster RC again.
How do you
Maybe
not
you
have
sold
that
it?
one? You sold it. How could you sell it?
I sold mine and instantly regretted it because like 5 minutes later I was like, I'm gonna collect every RC. Like, damn it. I just
We could talk about you taking mine.
Yes, I plan to. In whatever
I'll have
state.
Yeah, it's in a... Well, I'll show you. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I fixed it.
So I would say overall, like, if you, honest to goodness, are one of those many, many people who look at this in pictures, who look at our review, look at other reviews, and think this looks better than the Earthrise, go get it. It's fine. It's a decent transformer. The car mode has holes in it. The face is dead. But otherwise, it's fine.
I'm gonna say wager on a buzzworthy or something of this. I think this is the right.
Probably right.
Mold. I think this is the right mold going forward. It's not exactly right. Anna's points are all valid about the chest and the legs. That's all. I mean, if you don't like that, you're not going to like this. But if they can get the pink right and they can fix the taxidermy face, I think it'll be really nice.
I don't know.
And when it gets announced in January, I'm calling it. I will go, ugh, and then I'll also buy it. That'll be what happens.
I wonder with you though if they'll do the black accents, because the black accents I don't think from Thrilling 30, she had little black lines here and there. I can't see it in my head right now, but I know she did.
They're nice.
Those weren't really G1 accurate, I don't think, at all. But they helped make the figure look better. Yeah, I think it helped make the figure look a little better. So maybe they even do her in comic look, and that might actually make her better because it would have a better pink and not a dead face at all, like crazy face.
They could throw her in Wrecker's pack next year for Amazon. Do Wrecker's RC? She was in Sins.
So
I don't think she was technically a Wrecker, but she's associated with them. So yeah.
I don't know. I don't really understand the hate with the face. I kind of agree with age-old question there that I don't have the big problems with that. I do think the pink could be a tweak just a little bit, but I don't have that big a problem with it. I don't know. I'm sure it's like everything else where this is probably my favorite RC, I guess. But like it's still like there's room for improvement. But I feel like that this is the every single Transformer that is coming out nowadays where it's just slightly better, but then there's gonna be a slightly better one in like 2 years.
I think Christian's right. We're gonna get the paint improvements on her.
Yeah.
Why else is her face on the buzzworthy packaging?
Everybody loves Arcee. That's why. For no reason, because she has her character.
Yeah.
Or we could get her in animated colors, which is essentially G1 colors.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a little different, but it's a fun difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine if this
They'll
comes out in
repaint us as
different
something.
colors. I won't. I probably would not get a repaint of this just because I wanted it to. I wanted to chronicle Arcee molds, and this is good enough for me. You know, this was their first crack with this mold. It's fine.
I would not get the usual suspects repaints of this mold. Like I don't need another Nightbird. I wouldn't get another
No.
Lifeline.
I probably would because I think I got rid of my Nightbird. I have to remember. I can't remember if I sold that one or not.
The
So,
Got both of the other ones.
the select one or the LG.
the LG one.
I have the LG now, just
Yeah.
through fate, and I like it better than the selects. So I'm gonna let the selects go away.
Yeah, no, the Slux wasn't amazing, but that's my.
Plus, it'll be a version of the Thrilling 30 mold that I actually keep in my Transformers collection because Chun-Li is usually off on her own adventures. Even though she's less remolded because she's not remolded, but
There we go. So, all right. Well, I guess that's
another day,
that.
another RC.
Yeah, there you go.
That's true.
Yeah,
It might be time to put her to rest for a little bit.
yeah.
She can take a nap.
I'm
Let
sure they probably
Windblade come
won't.
back for a while.
Let Windblade come back.
Yeah. But like Windblade and like two other women characters because we really need to have a consistent. Like,
Nautica.
I would really like a consistent at least 25% of the
I mean,
toys.
I feel
Really
like
cool.
been getting that. You know, we've
We
got
are
what,
now.
like Flame
I
Wars
wanted to
coming out.
stay. Yeah.
Alita's
We're
coming
getting
out.
We're getting Lita, we're getting Nerva, we got Override,
Yep.
Burnout.
we got Burnout, and Road Rocket
Road
were made women. So we're getting like a decent amount of women right now, and people aren't, if they're not shell forming. So Hasbro, keep making them, please.
Yep. So. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining me tonight, and thank you to everyone in the chat. Oh yeah, what's how come we haven't gotten a Windblade lately? It's been a little
I don't
bit
know.
since we've gotten a
Perhaps
Windblade.
Christian,
Oh,
I
I
just
guess we've
mentioned that.
gotten them
Yeah.
in the other cartoon, Cyberverse or whatever, right?
But we never got a good figure of her from Cyberverse. We only got the like cheap gimmicky figures. We never got a deluxe.
Okay. Yeah.
If she
So
was
we
a
need another
retool Starscream, though, I could
Windblade.
do without.
We need a Slipstream.
We do. We definitely need a good slipstream.
Nautica. Velocity.
Not a good so much. Velocity would be
That
great
giant
too.
cube lady from the new comics.
Yeah.
Thunderblast.
So.
Thunderblast would be cool.
I don't know what the giant cube one is called. I'm so sorry. She's a giant cube.
Yeah.
I don't think I
Shovel
know
on
her.
I think.
Anyway, well, thank
She hangs
you
out with
to-
Computron in the end. I don't know.
Thanks to Zaldron. Thanks to Age Old Question. Thanks to Catherine and Pismo. I think that's it. So, anyway, well, thank you guys, and we will see you next week.
And if anybody wants to join for book club, we're going to talk about kids players. It's going to be fun.
Woo!
You might see me there.
Ooh. Sunday at 8:30.
All right. Bye, guys.